I have talked about HTML elements in the last video. In this video, I will be talking about HTML attributes. For instance, h1 is a hello world. This is another thing. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. This is an HTML element that we talked about. Now, when we talk about HTML attributes, HTML attributes can only be added in the first tag, in the opening tag, which is the first tag of an element. For instance, you click here between this h1 and this greater than sign. Let me write one attribute. Let's say okay. It says class equal to the name of the class. It's a demo. Looking at this line of code, class is an attribute, then demo is the value. So attributes always come with its value. For instance, if you look at this HTML, this is the first tag, first opening tag. This is the first opening tag. As you can see it here, the first opening tag, and this is the closing tag. You don't write attributes in the closing tag. You only write attributes in the first opening tag. Yeah, here in the HTML tag, you can see the attributes, and the E is the attribute, which is the lang, short form for language, and then the value en, which is English. So likewise, our element block here is attributes. Here's them. We have so many attributes. Let's write another one. Say for instance, can say ID. ID is an attribute. ID is an attribute. Let me clean this one and let's say h1. Let me show another attribute again. This is a href. This is a href. Let me separate it so it can be more clear. This is a closing tag. Here's the opening tag. The attribute is always added to the first opening tag. First tag inside the first tag. Here is the attribute. Href is an attribute. Then the value will be anything that we add inside here. Let's just add something here. Let's say here's the value of the href. Let's say google.com. Here's the attributes. No, here's the attribute. Sorry, here's the attribute. Here's the value of the attribute. You can now write the content of the element. Say go to Google. So go to Google. Yes, there, man. If you click it, it will redirect to google.com, but I restricted it because I off my internet, my internet. I just off my internet because of I don't need any interference in the video. So if you click it now, you will see it will load. Cannot get google.com because they are not connected to internet. So that's it. So this is what attribute is all about. Please note, attribute is always located in the first tag of an element. First opening tag, first tag. You can add attribute. Say something like, example, you don't do this. You don't do this. You don't come here and say class. Just please don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. The system is even showing you that there is an error. If you write anything here, is an error. It's an error. It can't work. It can't. It can only be in the first tag. Leave the leave the closing tag the way it is. Everything, every attribute should always be in this first tag. I can say class, let's say demo. So this is it for the attributes. Please note the do and don'ts that I mentioned earlier in this video. Don't put the, don't put your attribute inside the closing tag, which is this one. It should always be in the first open tag, which is this tag, the first one. That is where you can put your attributes. You can have multiple attributes. For instance, you can say something like let's use let's say style. Style, this is also an attribute. Let's say color. This is an example. Let's give it any color. Let's say blue. Let's say blue. It will reflect here. This is the attribute. The style is an attribute. The color and the blue are these are the values. So to add multiple attributes, you can put semicolon, sorry, space, yeah. So by giving space, you write class. This is another attribute again. You can say demo. You can see it. You can, let's say you just want to add ID. See ID. So say demo2. So this shows that you can add multiple attributes in an element. You can add multiple attributes in an element. So this is well simplified and well explained. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.